a good question. So many things we could do. Rhenium, carbon, yep, yep. You might get multiple, but we'll see. Might get multiple. I'm gonna hang out in the voice chat for the devs and see if someone joins. Skinator, yeah. Uh huh. Of course. No, I wasn't for it. I've been working in the game industry for a long time. SKVD, me too. Pierre, yeah, I know, me too. That's the one I'm most excited about. Yep. Um,
issues, but
why, why do you have new issues every week? I feel like.
well, I found out that you're not supposed to use nasal spray for more than 3 days in a row.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you overdo it, it's no good. No bueno.
I overdid it, so now I'm having the rebound congestion, and it's bad. But I can work through that.
what I talked to you about earlier, I just felt like doing the background for it, even though we're nowhere near getting there, but just for fun, like something different to work on. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just doing that. That's it. See how it goes. It's a quick and easy, simple background-ish, you know?
Yeah. You, I think you scared Stray a little bit when you brought that up.
Well, because... well, the reason why I brought it up is because I want to do something with it, but I do realize that, like, Diane, Daisy, and that whole, like, area in the barn is prone for, like errors and, like, little things not connecting properly. Just because it's like spaghetti code, I think, a little bit from the Dogeek days.
Yeah.
And I know that, like, Stray's a little, like, on the fence about touching it.
Yeah.
So that's when I brought it up. I was like, just, double checking that this isn't gonna break anything, or it's all right.
Yeah, I don't think he ever actually gave an answer to that either.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like,
Yeah, he asked me, he's like, do you know what DC is? He planning something? Like, why does he want to work on that? And I was like, oh, he's probably just looking for stuff to do on stream that he can stream.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's just, it's nothing.
Yeah, like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. But, like, a long time, I think in the summer, I started working on the scenes for Veronica.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like her sex scenes. Like, I started working on her, like, art for the sex animations.
Oh, wow!
And I did also I think I showed you, but her outfit or whatever. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that farm girl outfit is big.
Yeah. So I did that, like, a little while back. So I mean, it's not far off from being, like, doable in a sense. Like, yeah, it's not like 100%, but it's not that far actually. So
you should show that tonight before you quit, so people who haven't seen it can see it.
Oh, the outfit?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could. Yeah.
Is she gonna be barefoot?
We could.
She should be. She should be a barefoot little farm girl.
A barefoot little farm girl.
You know, like Huckleberry Finn and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They're always barefoot.
Yeah. Yeah, Veronica's the girl from the store, the consumer store in the mall.
I've been teasing Stray all week about the girls in the changing rooms at the pool.
Why? What do you mean?
I keep telling him we're just going to delete them all.
Why does he not want
to? No. He's like, we can't do that. We're not deleting lewd content.
I mean, I think if you've looked at them recently, you'd see that they're pretty outdated.
Yeah.
Like, the art is, like, I think the most rushest art we've had for characters in the game so far. Like, it's pretty rough. Mm-hmm. So I think it definitely needs, like, something. But
yeah, you're definitely gonna have to give them a makeover if we're keeping them.
Yeah.
And we need to do something to make it very clear that they're not getting sex scenes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think it's like that's an issue because it was an issue because there wasn't a lot of sex scenes before. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, we're gonna get to a point where there's gonna be so many fucking sex scenes with every single character. It's just like eventually people are not gonna ask for. Well, I could be wrong, but I feel like people are gonna be saturated eventually where they're, like, satisfied with the amount of sex scenes in the game. But what? Probably not.
That's the one thing they'll never be satisfied with. There will never be enough, no matter how much you do.
You think so?
Yeah. In fact, me and Stray were talking earlier tonight when he was talking about this stuff and doing this stuff. And I'm like, oh, he's just looking for stuff he can do on stream.
Yeah. And
Stray was like, what he should do if he has extra time, waiting on us to catch up with the tech update, he'd start working on Rhonda animations so that we have extra Rhonda animations for her stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, except what I'm working on right now is not sex scenes for Rhonda, because that we have to wait till the Rhonda update gets released. What I'm working on right now is stuff that can be released while we wait for the tech update to wrap up.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, I mean, maybe.
Well,
there's dialogue and posing stuff that would go into releasing some of this stuff.
Maybe. I mean, for Daisy
Not
stuff,
that,
not too much. No.
yeah, not for Daisy. It wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, it would be actually pretty reasonable. Like this.
Everybody loved Daisy, right?
Not everyone, but some people like her. She's all right.
Meanwhile, in chat, everybody's like, "When's Debbie getting more stuff?"
Yeah, I know.
I don't care about sex scenes. I just want character development.
Who says that? Oh,
Asking.
Askinator?
That's my kind of fan right there.
You want anal no money? Yeah. Daisy's cute. Yeah, she's cute. Hey, Joaka.
So, what kind of little bed are you going to give her up here?
Oh, a little hay bag? Hay bed? I don't know.
Mm.
A little something.
Do we have her like little jar or jug or whatever of flowers somewhere down below already?
No, but it'd be kind of funny if she. I think we should put it up here, actually, by her bed or something.
Yeah, like just a little mason jar full of flowers would be great.
She's so innocent.
Wow, what?
Dragon King, is it true that the Centaur is coming to the game? Yes, it's true. I don't know to what extent, okay, but it is coming. You know what I mean? I'm not sure to what extent, but it will come. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Did you read what Bumface said?
No, Xana's DMing me. He's all mad at me because I showed him like this Frankenstein Monster Girl figurine the other
Yeah.
night. And ever since I showed it to him, he's been looking for it, trying to buy it somewhere, and they don't make it anymore. So the only ones he can find are like hella expensive.
Oh, jeez.
That's funny. Which, by the way, Frankenstein Monster Girl, not so bad.
What do you mean?
Like people keep asking for Ghost Girl or Zombie Girl. Like, what about it just like a Frankenstein Monster Girl?
Well, that's like a zombie girl, no?
Kinda, yeah. Just without the decay and everything.
Well, isn't Frankenstein decaying a little bit?
I don't think so. I think it's just a bunch of human parts put together.
Well,
But they're like not dead though. They're like reanimated. So they're
Oh, wait, aren't they like infused with some kind of like chemical to like stay alive or something?
yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember much of Frankenstein, but yeah.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's just a zombie girl with extra steps, like Joaka said.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I mean, it's just basically a corpse.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
And he's the freshest zombie out there.
He is
That's what No Money says.
the freshest.
Impregnate Aqua.
Impregnate Aqua? So, when's the last time you went to a concert?
All right, don't judge me too harshly, but I've never been to a concert.
Ever?
Ever. Not once.
What?
You know,
Why?
I don't know.
Just never, yeah.
Yeah, it's not something I ever think about. Like if there was a good concert in town and somebody was like, "Hey, let's go," I'd go. But
Mm.
I'm not the guy to seek that out on my own. I guess.
Yeah. No, that's fine. It's just surprising. Yeah. Like, not
Yeah,
even one.
Was it? Is it? Didn't you say the last one you've been to was a Beyonce concert with Mama
Yeah,
Cookie?
yeah, yeah. That's the last one. It was alright. It was pretty good. I mean, she's a good like performer,
Yeah. I mean, she's super hot. I'd go just for that.
right?
Let's go see Beyonce gyrate on stage.
Yeah.
Did she piss her pants like Fergie?
What?
You never heard of that?
No.
Eh. Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas just like pissed herself on stage and just continued on singing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if she was like drunk or high on something or what.
During a show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shit.
Ooh, important question here from Rampart.
Hey,
Is
Robert.
Odette a real vampire or what, DC?
Um, that's the thing. What do you think? Is she real, or did you dream it? That's the mystery. Maybe it's meant to be a mystery. You're not supposed to know for sure.
Maybe it was all in your head.
Yeah. Maybe it was all in your head.
As if DC needed another reason to hate the Black Eyed Peas.
Because they use my art.
Oh yeah, that was them that used your art.
Yeah.
And you never heard anything from anybody about that, huh?
No, they just took it and ran with it.
Wow.
Yeah. Or- I get it. They're trying to send a message. Hey, Dark
Yeah, but
Heroes.
where my royalties at? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah. Where's my $100?
Yeah, it wasn't that popular of a song, was it?
Well, I think from what I remember, because I think I watched it twice. Okay. And I only watched the first quarter of the song twice because that's when the art pops up. I couldn't last the whole song. But from what I remember, it was very political. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And whenever there's a extremely a political song, it usually falls flat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I never would have ever heard that song or seen that video if it hadn't had your art in it
Yeah,
in some
yeah, yeah, for sure,
way.
exactly. Yeah,
So,
yeah, pretty much.
and Black Eyed Peas kind of their popularity kind of ended a while ago. They haven't been doing anything of
Yeah,
note.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it hasn't even hit 1 million views yet. 3 years later, Money says.
Has almost 1 million views. Yeah, it's not that much, right, for a big band like theirs. Yeah,
Yeah, not in 3 years. Yeah, that's
yeah.
really.
I forget the name of the song.
Yeah, I
Yes or
couldn't tell you.
no? Oh, it's yes or no. The name of the song. Anyway, yeah, you can see like the Mayor Rump and Clinton fucking animation in there with her titties flopping. It's very weird. How do I convince Eve to go to the crypt at the next full moon to show proof of that being a vampire? Because, I mean, I don't know. The thing is, like, I think we want it, like, we want Odette's vampire side to remain a mystery, right? Like, if you bring other people to vouch for what you've seen or what you experienced, then it kind of like kills that, right? Like, then we have to like confirm that it's either one or the other. But I think I like it that it's up in the air, right?
Hmm.
Like, I don't
I
think
mean,
Eve
Eve
needs
says
to
she
know.
doesn't want to go.
Sorry,
Yeah,
what?
like she says, Eve basically says she doesn't want to go.
Yeah,
When, like it's too creepy for her.
yeah.
Why is Picardo shit tonight?
Oh, it's been shit for the last like 3 weeks or something. It's been really bad. So I don't know, to be honest.
There's somebody asking already. Can we have sex with the girls in the changing rooms?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nope. We're deleting them. Ask Stray.
Yeah, getting deleted. Hey, Yorick.
I do need to talk to you about Zoe's stuff at some point. Obviously, we have a long time before it's very important to talk about it.
What do you want to know about Zoe?
Just her
Is that
anime.
her final name?
I think so. I mean, we've argued a lot about it, right?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm just asking. Like, are we set with Zoe now?
I'm fine with it. Like all the stuff I suggest you guys don't like, so
Yeah.
like
Oh, light is coming from the bottom here. Yeah. Shit.
Oh, also you missed her last name. We came up with a great last name for her yesterday.
Zoe?
Yep,
What is it?
Zoe Foster.
Foster?
Foster. It's Australian for beer.
Oh, is it?
You never seen those commercials?
No.
Oh.
What do you take me for? A non-Somalian? Do you see a Zoe, the lifeguard final form? Yeah, it is. Summer Tommy, I'm working on a shot from the barn. A shot from the barn.
That's a hooker name. What do you mean, Pierre? Zoe?
Zoe's a hooker name? Excuse me?
Was that Stray that joined the chat?
Oh, Stray's here. Uh-oh. Now I know I didn't hear. DC is so disconnected. I truly am, honestly, with a lot of stuff. I realize that, but like, I don't mean to be disconnected, honestly. Like, I just don't know things. I just don't know things. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I can't explain it.
Even if Zoe is a hooker name, it's kind of fine for that character, right? Like, she can have a hooker name. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know that I agree that Zoe's a hooker name. I always think of the character from that Valve zombie game.
Oh, I don't know. But honestly, it doesn't sound, it's fine, I think. Perfectly fine.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead. Yeah, there was a really cute girl in that video game that was named Zoe.
Zoe.
Oh, and I watched a video not long ago on a bunch of common Australian terms and stuff.
Yeah.
So I have that saved so I can just toss in things here and there and make it sound Australian.
Crystal is 100% hooker name. Yeah, it is. Crystal definitely has a hooker name, but that's okay.
Yeah. Everything about her kind of screams hooker, so it works.
Yeah. The big question I think is going to be, like, what does Crystal do at the biker bar? You know?
Well, I mean, you could do bartending, you could do waitressing. I don't think you want to do strippers at the bar.
No. But would she work there, or would she just consume there?
I kind of lean more towards just consuming there, but then it's like, how are they getting it? Well, they're selling meth, so that's how they have money. So yeah, I would just goes there and gets drunk and like brings home random guys all the time.
Yeah. I think that'd be more accurate, right?
Mm-hmm.
As to what she does.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have any glory holes there because we already have a glory hole at the pool, and we don't really need more than that.
Hey, no problem, Maple Leaf. I've played the little B4B. F4D is better. Hey, Kingdom. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see about the...
Although I do think glory hole would have fit better at the bar than it would at the pool where it currently is.
At the bar?
Yeah, like in the bathroom at the bar.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, but just, it's fine.
In the stall so you can get your dick sucked by some guy named Axel.
Oh, God. I thought you were going to say some girl, but alright, some guy. Okay. Some guy is fine. It's a mouth, right?
This
Yeah.
is why we don't miss splish particular glory holes.
Listen, a mouth is a mouth. Am I right, boys?
Yeah, just picture a girl.
That's it. What if you feel the mustache though? It's pubes.
And it's a girl with a mustache. Not a problem.
Oh,
That's just extra
God.
stimulation.
Oh God. What if he
You're
starts
just-
talking?
No, the problem is when it's horribly unkempt and it just tangles with your pubes and gets stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Roz probably has a couple whiskers.
Does she? You talking about my Roz? You talking about my
Maybe a little
Roz?
bit. Just a couple. But she makes up for it with those gums, right?
No, them gums. Them gums.
Yeah, fast hands. I was thinking of that episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia too. Danny DeVito's like, "Is it still gay if I'm imagining it's a girl?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's still a guy on the other side sucking your dick." And he's like, "Well, what if he's imagining a girl too?" I'm like, well, how's he supposed to be imagining a girl with his dick in his mouth?
It's a good
He's
point.
just got a really good imagination.
Sir, you didn't answer a question earlier about or my question anyway, about the barn stuff causing issues, maybe.
The bar stuff.
The barn.
Oh.
My question that I posted in the story.
Oh.
Like, you just kind of avoided the question and just moved on to names or something. So I was
Oh
like,
no, I skimmed it, but I was like, I don't see how this is relevant. I don't have brain space for this.
okay, no worries. We'll wait for another time for that. It's message loud and clear. No worries.
I mean, it doesn't sound like an issue, but then I haven't thought about it properly.
Well,
so.
to me, it doesn't sound an issue post tech update, but if we do somehow release that stuff before on the old code, I feel like from our experience with the barn and the old code base, it's kind of like spaghetti code and has been causing issues with outfits and stuff like that. Right?
Well, yeah, I actually went to Splish and I asked him, do you know why DC is asking?
Yeah.
With that in mind, because it does change the answer.
Exactly. So that's why I was
I
like,
don't know that it changes the answer, but it changes how it has to be thought about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's why I was asking. Like, anyway.
But as it is, if you change her schedule, then it screws with the stuff where she's peeping on you and Diane, I imagine.
Yeah, but that's an event. Like, I don't think that's like that could just occur once and that's it, right?
Yeah, I don't remember how that plays out.
Yeah.
It triggers automatically when you enter the barn.
Yeah.
And I think it's morning or afternoon that it can trigger. It might be evening too.
Yeah. But after that, that's it. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
You having sex with Diane doesn't trigger on entering the barn.
No, but this scene does.
Which scene?
The scene with Daisy spying on you guys.
No, that triggers after you've already initiated sex with Diane.
No, it doesn't.
Really?
Really. You
So
walk
it's
in.
not- It's not a player choice to engage in sex. It just randomly happens when you enter the barn.
Yeah, because it's not a full sex scene. Like she just pulled you to have sex, and then it goes immediately to the cutscene of Daisy spying on you guys, and then that like, interrupts the sex, and you have the
I thought
talk.
it cut into a normal sex scene.
No, not right now. I mean, maybe that would be better to do later. But
Fair enough. Yeah, in that case, it seems like less of an issue, I guess. Well, I don't think it's an issue either way, but yeah, makes sense.
Will the MC ever get to give Diane anal? Well, yeah, but isn't Diane all about breeding?
yeah, that's not how you make a baby.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or
if
chocolate milk.
I don't think. God.
I mean, ice cream, maybe, but definitely not milk.
You want chocolate milk, guys? Is that what you want? God.
Didn't someone suggest at one point that if you were to recruit more people, they would be responsible for different types of milk?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not a bad idea.
I had a long time ago when we were like doing Roxy update.
Yeah. It's been thought of like a long time ago, yeah. But it was always a maybe if we have time one day when we have more characters and we can actually implement it properly.
Yeah. It was when we added Priya. I remember because somebody had brought up to me that in India flavored milk is a big thing, and I was like, "Oh, we just added an Indian woman, so maybe we should have her do flavored milk."
Indian flavored milk.
Yeah, like banana and strawberry and stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
I just see you setting up an entire generation of kids for when they're old enough being disappointed with a woman's breast milk.
Yeah, that's already happening, I'm sure.
It's not for baking cakes and pizzas. I'm curious about filling up the barn because that's going to make this location very busy.
Well, that's why we. Did you read what we wrote earlier?
No, like I said, I skimmed it and was like,
Okay.
nope.
So basically, we're like splitting the characters to be in different areas depending on morning, evening, and night, so that only one character at a time can be in the barn to breed, basically, right? So one in the evening, one during the afternoon, one during the morning.
Oh, okay.
So depending on where the characters are during the day, they can. So it's not like as like spaghetti looking anymore, you know. You just anyway.
Not when you're playing it, sure.
Yeah, code wise it might be, but again, like I think the way that we talked about it earlier should be fine. Like it shouldn't be too complex and it should be pretty straightforward. But again, wait till tomorrow when you can actually function straight and look at it then. All right.
That's fine. I'll write you a diatribe. It'll be.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say short, but we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. I love DC's always like, explain it to me like I'm 5, and then me and Stray both give him like fucking Word documents and stuff.
Yeah.
It's so dumb because either you don't read it or you skim it and then forget half of it, and it's like which is fair because like I do that as well.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible person.
Yeah, but my suggestion is like one small paragraph. Like I left for supper and like hang out with Baby Cookie, put him to bed. But came back, I see 84 messages. New messages. I'm like, okay, guys, you need to shorten that up. Like, what's the argument about?
We got distracted because by the time I joined, wasn't it already off on a tangent?
I don't know.
Yeah, I took it out on a tangent with Angelica's name.
Yeah.
And then Stray
is that what led to the rest?
stayed against me with my ideas. Like he was like unhinged Stray.
Unhinged.
What?
Yeah.
You think that was unhinged? Wow.
He was ready to throw down in the cage. It was going to be a cage match.
You are in for a rough surprise if that ever manifests, because that's like so. I can't even. I don't have words to describe how tame that response was.
Man,
I don't want to see unhinged Stray.
Me neither. Like Stray paints a picture like if you make him mad, you're really going to regret it.
Yeah.
You don't want to see me when I'm angry.
I mean, I maintain that's true, but I don't get properly mad like ever. So I don't even remember the last time I got properly mad.
I'm going to come to the UK and steal your hammock.
Oh no.
I mean, it would be worth it though.
Then he's going to turn into what's his face from Taken.
Maple Leaf, yeah, I have lots of messages though on the Discord. That's why it takes a while for me sometimes to reply to everyone.
I have a very specific set of skills, and I will hunt you down.
Yeah, but I don't seriously believe you'd ever come to the UK, Sploosh. You don't travel. And if you
That's
did,
very
you just like it so much you'd never leave.
I don't know, it seems like an awfully dour place.
Oh, I guess you'd get upset because no one would ever explain the jokes.
Rover, I think Stray will answer your question.
But
Stray, you ready?
What's the question?
Cheat mode. Mia mom doesn't catch you. Where second part status? Why can't cheat half of the mini games? And when and how can I meet the janitor? Janitor is not in the game yet, but he will be. Probably in the tech
Wait.
update.
BC, this is your game, and you're telling me you can't answer that nice, simple question.
Well, I don't understand the question. Mia mom doesn't catching you. Okay. Where second part status? What does that mean? Why can't cheat half of the mini games and when? Yeah, I don't get the first part. I thought maybe you would get it. I don't know.
So I guess some of this makes sense. So I think the suggestion is that if you're in cheat mode, then when Helen currently catches you and Mia and stops you doing anything, that wouldn't happen, which is kind of not the point of cheat mode. And then the second part status, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
No clue. And then can't cheat half the minigames because the minigames are a bit inconsistent at the moment, so that only some of them have the skip function, even in cheat mode.
Yeah.
And only you can tell us when we're going to meet the janitor.
Yeah, the janitor is gonna come. I don't know, maybe in the tech update. I mean, he's just gonna be standing somewhere and have like 2 lines when you click him or something. You know. For now, anyway. Eventually, we might have a better use for him, probably in Annie's story, but for the time being, he's just gonna have like bare bone.
Are you okay with the name Glenn Matthews for the janitor?
Glenn Matthews?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, whatever.
Yay!
Honestly, I'm okay with the majority of the current names for all the characters that you guys came up with. Like, I don't really care that much.
Okay. You know you can just go through and delete the asterisks next to them if you like them, right?
Oh yeah, okay, fine, whatever. I'll do that.
And then
Sploosh is saying that because Sploosh is hoping that you'll remove the asterisks from the ones that there's disagreement on.
I changed Frost, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I did see you change some.
eventually let others in on her milking business?
As in?
Will she be adding more girls to the milking business? Somebody asked.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Veronica, because it's Sploosh's fucking, waifu.
Are you still against Veronica?
No, because I gave up.
Yeah.
That means
no one else on the dev team understands this at all but Sploosh's insistence.
Yeah, we pretty much gave up because we see how in love with this waifu you are. So I would rather not break your heart and do like a bad decision.
Wow, I don't know if I should say thank you or if you're like insulting me right now. I think both.
Honestly, it's not that bad. It's fine.
Well, I mean, I've said before we don't have to make her part of the milking business, right? Like she could just be the delivery driver.
Listen, I'll do whatever you want with Veronica, but when it comes down to Roz, you better keep your mouth shut. Is that a deal?
That sounds like the best trade-off ever.
Until you realize that the Roz trade-off is like mandatory scenes.
But like, what do we do with her if not this? Right? Like, do you have any other things that would work for Veronica? Because I don't.
But when you say you want her involved, but not necessarily part of the milking, you mean just like in on the secret, or actually actively part of the business and like not working at consumer anymore?
Yeah, like actively part of the business, not working at consumer. But she doesn't have to be getting milked. Like, she could just be there tending the garden, and then she like delivers milk because MC's not delivering milk anymore. He's milking, right? And then you could just have sex with her like in the garden or something. You know, like she doesn't have to be part of milking, even though I think milking works for her. But
okay,
I guess if you're ever planning on making the milking optional for people that aren't into that, then she could also do the milking, I guess.
That's true. She could also be one of the ones that's milking the other girls when MC's not around.
Okay, but if she works there, right? What happens to the consumer store? Who's running the consumer? Because now we have like her attending the the register, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, what's going on now? If she's
But we don't have her attending the register though. She's just standing in the aisle. She's like a
not
customer.
anymore. Not with the new layout.
Yeah, she's at the checkout now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Well, we're letting.
It's not too much of a big deal because I mean we do a similar thing in the bank when Lou's home pregnant, which is we just put a placeholder non-interactable person shape there because like they're not actually fulfilling a feature at that point, so it doesn't matter.
We could use the security guard from the bank, and when he's not the security guard at the bank, he works at consumer, and he's just an old blind man.
Spoiler said something interesting. Self-checkout?
I'm completely okay with that.
Or we could add spoiler to the game, and that could be spoiler's job.
Can the self-checkout just have a weird acronym like Conjurina, except it's spoiler?
Spoiler's already in the game. It's awesome with the dog.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Wow, that is some deep lore. So it's now canon that Spoiler enjoys being petted by Anna.
Yep.
Head pats. So lewd.
Where can I see the baby fight? What are you talking about, Stormnado?
Baby fight? Baby fight? Okay.
You definitely don't want to be a cat, spoiler, not in our game.
Yeah. Yeah, you really
happening
don't.
to those cats.
Like, I think the cat girl, monster girl, has been the one that people have requested the most so far.
You also... Oh, never mind. I thought she said cow. She said crow.
Oh, I also read it as cow, and I was like, that's a smart choice because you can guarantee if there's one thing not being milked in this game.
What other cute stuff would Daisy have up there in her loft?
I don't know. You
I
call
don't
it a
know.
loft, like you're making it sound way better than it is.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
loft. Yeah, okay.
Is this actually going to be like a location, like you click the ladder and you go up there, or is this for a
I think when you
background?
click her button, probably.
Ah, okay.
I think that's foreground element. So, like, if Grace gets a new tattoo, that means all her cutscenes and sex scenes where you see that part of her body needs to have that as a variance if it's optional. If it's permanent, then you still need the variant, but it only plays once, you know? So, like, no matter what, it's a headache, kind of. And then
Yeah.
if we allow that, like body customization, then we have to do it for all the characters because everyone's gonna be like, well, that character you can do that, so why can't I? Right?
Even if it's not customization, even if you were just to take an existing character and try and add a tattoo to them, that's still a whole bunch of art you got to update.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And characters like that, like Grace and Odette, and even Eve to some extent, because she has a tattoo, a scar on one side, right?
Yeah.
And so every time we flip them in dialogue, it's
Yeah.
not like a 3D model where it doesn't matter if you how you turn it. This is mirroring the art every time we flip it. So that means for every nude body for Eve, you have to do 2 variants. Like there's already scenes in the game where you flip Eve and the tattoo flips with her. So like the tattoo is swapping sides mid scene.
Yeah.
Yay, tech update.
Oh, is that going to fix it?
It's going to give us the facility to fix it if we choose. It's going to be more viable. It's still going to be the same amount of work for art if we do it, but at least it will be there in the code for like the extreme ones where we're like, we literally can't not do it.
Yeah, Stray's done a lot with that's going to help posing going forward, which is exciting. He's like made a lot of it automated, which is going to make posing a lot easier and faster.
Faster?
There's a lot of upfront that goes into it, but it's going to eliminate a lot of the preparation work that like Catbug used to have to do and put in before he could even start posing stuff. A lot of that should be eliminated to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
I think if a poser gets accustomed and like comfortable with the new method, it will be faster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think there's more ramp up now to get the speed on what posing will be about, if that makes sense.
I think that's the case now because we don't really have anyone that fully knows the entire system.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, yeah.
But yeah, but I think once stuff has stopped changing and we have people already on the team that understand like the whole thing end to end,
yeah,
I think onboarding someone new becomes a whole lot easier than it ever was to onboard someone on the old system.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I think right now we don't really have anyone on the posing team that's actually used the old repo system.
Yeah, running around Catbug got more. He got a promotion at his other job, I believe, and so he had more responsibilities and didn't have enough time to devote to the project anymore. Like posing, you need a lot of free time to do posing. It's very time-consuming, tedious work.
Yeah, what happened to Catbug is he got a new job. Like his old job while he was helping us and working with us allowed for him to have a lot of free time where he could like help with the posing. But he got a new gig that basically like required way more hours and time from him, and I think he had to commute and like do more stuff, and basically he just couldn't keep up. Like he couldn't do it, you know. So, yeah. Fortunately, he had to go. So yeah. But the problem's that like it's the timing. Like he kind of left around the end of wrapping up the main story, and then we went straight into the tech update, which is like super like posing heavy. Like the timing was not ideal, like, but that's, you know, shit happens. Like there's nothing, we can't control that, right? So the timing was pretty crucial, and it was pretty bad, like in terms of like posing for the game. So yeah.
And posing's different from project to project. Like the way that we do posing is probably different from the way other Rimpi people do posing.
Yeah.
So it's not like you just bring somebody in and they can start working 100% capacity right away. They have to learn the new systems and stuff.
It's not. It'll be better after the tech update than it ever was previously in that respect.
Yeah.
Like it's still not going to be completely familiar, but it should be more readily recognizable than it was in the past.
Mm-hmm. And the trade-off is that it takes a long time for us to get the new system up and going. That's what I was talking to a fan earlier tonight, is that like We basically have to go through and rename every asset in the game, and there's like 120,000 assets. Like, it takes a while.
Yeah, there's so much. Like, people, I think
He's been a busy boy.
people don't realize like how many assets have been created since the beginning. I think
Yeah, it's really impressive, actually.
yeah, it's like it's pretty crazy. It's pretty wild. I think people just don't see it because we're released update by update, you know, and they don't see the big picture. But there's like so many locations, so many objects, so many characters, so many dialogues, so many scenes, sex scenes, so many animations, so many everything. It's kind of like, yeah, it's pretty wild. Like if you compile everything, it's like pretty brutal. It's a lot. So
Yep. And it's only been getting bigger with every update.
yeah, I know. Yeah, like once we're done, Rhonda, Annie, and Judith, like the game will already be pretty fucking massive. Like, especially if their stories are all big, like Eve size big, you know. Like we're gonna get to a point where the game will be like a very long time to finish, you know, gameplay wise.
Yep. It's already like a 60-hour plus game to finish, which is like most modern RPGs.
Yeah.
The old repo has just shy of 19,000 assets.
Yeah.
That's madness.
Yeah, it's a lot of assets. For a visual novel, it's insane. So yeah, and we're like, you know, maybe close to halfway through finishing the game, so it'll be more like 40, 50,000 assets when we're done, like all said and done. It's gonna be massive, like, trust me. It's gonna be pretty ridiculous.
By comparison, the tech update to date, so not completed, currently has 25,000 plus assets.
Yeah. Well, there you
Oh yeah, Meatloaf died. That's sad.
go. What did he die of?
He had some heart condition.
Oh, shit.
I will always remember him as the guy in Fight Club with the big tits.
Oh yeah, he was in that.
Was Meatloaf the one in Rocky Horror as well?
Yes.
Shit.
I think that's probably the only thing I knew him from.
He died today?
Oh, Louis Anderson died today too.
Who's that?
Comedian, old comedian. His name was Robert Paulson. That's right.
His name was Robert Paulson.
I'm getting into the stage in life now where everybody I used to watch when I was young growing up is dying.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Kind of a bummer.
Yeah. We're just waiting for, like, Arnold to die soon, and that would be, like, what's happening, you know?
Yeah.
Like, someone big, like Travolta, or, like, you know, someone who was big when we were growing up, right?
Tom Hanks will be a bad one when he goes.
Yeah, like Arnold, Tom Hanks, all those. Like, when they start popping, we'll be like, alright, we're getting old.
Yeah.
Don't say that, DC. Yeah, like, it's like when... it's when I started drawing the lunch lady, and then Betty White died right after.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
what you're saying is we've got to stop DC drawing celebrities because
Yeah.
of killing them.
Yeah, you're not allowed to put Tom Hanks in your game ever.
You can make a TV show about that. A guy who draws characters, and whenever he draws them, they die.
I feel like someone made an anime about that, except it was writing their name down.
Oh, yeah.
Death Note.
Yeah, that one, yeah. Except this is about drawing pictures in a porn game. It's totally more original. I mean, come on.
But the real question is, higher viewership or lower viewership?
Of what, the idea?
Yeah, like if you were to run numbers against Death Note or whatever, it's like, would more people get on board if it was like the porn aspect of it?
If there was actual porn in our show, yeah, we would crush their numbers. I mean, duh. I don't know, maybe.
Yo, in this show, he totally drew Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then he went balls deep inside the main character. It was amazing.
Yeah, and then Arnold died. Oh shit.
I've been terminated.
Oh no. The real question is, like, is his tombstone just gonna have like a stone arm with a thumbs up on it?
Oh, come on. Come on now. You see, will you talk about the rated R superstar edge? I don't know what that means. I have no clue, sorry. DC, do you have any fatherly advice for a teen dad? Oh boy. A teen dad. Should have worn that condom. Oh, shit. Yeah, like I wouldn't like it. Listen, if I would have me being a dad when I was like 18 would have been like, I don't know. It would have been rough. I'm glad that I got kids when I was older. Let's just say that, okay? But not too old though. Like I wouldn't want to have had waited longer, you know, because it can, like, it's a lot of energy to raise kids, like, and if you want to be like an active parent, like it's difficult. Like, even sometimes like I like work all day and do a bunch of shit and supper and everything, and then like we're done supper and there's like some time to hang out with the kids and I'm like beat, you know, and I'm like, oh, I have no energy to like. Sometimes the kids are like, Daddy, let's go dance, and I'm like, in my head I'm like, I can't dance right now. Like, it's not even a question of wanting, it's like my body refuses to, you know. So imagine at like if I started having kids at 40 or something, or 45, because there's people that do that. Like the majority of parents at our school, like when I drop off the kids, a lot of the parents there are older than me, with kids the same age of our kids, you know. Like there's very few parents that are younger than us, you know, and we're like in our early 30s, you know, mid 30s. So yeah, like parents that are in their 40s, I'm like, how are you doing this? Like that's like just hard, man, you know. It's difficult, like, because if you're like 20 years old, it's a lot easier to keep up with the kids, you know. Like there's other difficulties, there's other obstacles if you're really young. Like if you're 20 years old and you have kids, like money is more of an issue, right? And like being able to be more mature towards teaching the kids certain things is more difficult, you know. Like there's things that are more difficult, but definitely you have more energy, which is great, you know. Like, so Stray Spoosh.
Yep, I'm here.
I started talking about kids, they just fucking zoned out, they left.
Yeah, I fell asleep first.
Oh, we're still doing this? I forgot.
Yeah. Don't you just let them play with other kids? Yeah, during the day, but then when they're home, you know, they want to keep going. Like our kids are just, it's like unlimited batteries, you know, like they just keep going until they crash, you know.
Yeah,
So,
DC's being a good dad and actually taking an interest in his kids and what they do. Unlike most parents, they're just like oblivious and they're like, go watch TV and leave me alone.
I mean, we do watch TV sometimes at night because I'm fucking beat, so we watch Disney movies together. But you know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're watching them together with your kids. You're
Oh
not
yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
of course, yeah. Sometimes I'll snooze off, but that's a dad thing.
yeah.
All dads snooze off during movies. Stray, do you ever sleep? Ronnie asks. Stray.
Sometimes.
Stray is a
Little bits here and
mystery.
there.
We don't fully understand it yet.
Yeah, it's not much of a mystery.
I love Nav during a kid movie. Yeah, it's the best. It's the best. Okay, how am I gonna make this look like it's on top? What the fuck?
Yeah, when I was in my 20s, I used to work at a GameStop, and the amount of parents that would bring their kids and drop them off and then go do other things
Really?
for hours and just leave their kids in GameStops. Like, it's just like, what the fuck?
For
Like,
hours.
Yeah, dude.
Wow. Yeah, it's
Like, their
crazy.
kids would just be in there playing the demo stations for hours, and it's like,
Oh, and they would go shopping?
Yeah, and they'd go shopping elsewhere and just leave their kid there.
Damn.
It's kind of genius.
Genius and fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Kid wants to play video games, can't afford video games. You need to do shopping. It's a match made in heaven. Why would you not?
Yeah, money better go into buying new shoes than, entertaining my entertaining my children. Fuck it. Shit.
Maybe you got to buy the kids' shoes, which is definitely more important.
Well, then why aren't you taking a kid with you? How do you know? Shouldn't you have
Have
a
you
kid
ever
with
tried buying shoes with kids? Especially
Yeah.
like kids that don't want to be shoe shopping? That sounds horrendous.
No, Baby Cookie loves shoe shopping.
Yeah, but if you have a kid that doesn't love shoe shopping, that sounds like it suck.
All the kids love shoe shopping. It's shoes. They're cool. You pick the color you want. They got cool motifs on them. Shoe shopping is the best.
Yeah, before I worked at a GameStop
Oh,
store.
I was gonna say I forgot that you guys don't have like uniforms or anything, so you get to actually pick and like have some choice
Oh.
in what shoe there's, and it's not just
Black
which
shiny
generic
shoes?
black leather piece of shit do you want to put on your feet?
Yeah.
Did you go to a private school?
No.
But you had to wear a specific type of shoes?
Well, uh, you have to wear like leather shoes, like black leather shoes, whatever.
You did
Like-
in school?
Yeah, like all schools in the UK up to sixth form. So what's that?
Oh shit.
Basically, you're in uniform till at least age 16, and then depending on the school you go to for 17, 18, you might be in a uniform there as well.
Damn, I was not aware of that. Even in public school?
Yeah, all schools.
What the?
Well, I don't know about all schools, but like the overwhelming majority.
That's weird.
Did you have to wear a tie?
Yeah, when I say uniform, that's like smart trousers, smart shoes, shirt, blazer, tie. And then there'll be other parts that you can like opt into. So like if it's winter, then you can put a jumper or sweater or pullover or whatever the hell you guys call it under your blazer to like keep extra warm.
At what grade did you get your wizard robes, Stray?
Oh my god.
Was your wand made of Pegasus horn or griffin feather?
Unicorn.
That's a very personal question, Sploosh. I'm not sure I'm ready to let you inside my robes to find out.
Oh. I'm going to get inside those robes someday, Stray. And it'll be glorious.
Did you read all the Harry Potter?
Yes.
You did?
I'm pretty sure I got like first edition somewhere because I got some of them on release.
Wow. Were you like a big fan?
So I think I got introduced to it a couple of years after it started.
Yeah.
Rapidly caught up to the yearly release cycle of when the books were first coming out, and then I'd get them on release and just. I think I read, was it the fifth one? Like I got it the day it came out, and I was done with it by about like 2:30 in the morning because I just hadn't stopped. My memory of that book is nothing. Like I blitzed it so hard that I didn't capture any of it in my brain.
Jeez. Is that even a good thing?
Not in retrospect, but I feel like I enjoyed it at the time.
Okay. Damn. I've never read any of them. I watched the movies though.
They're actually really good, DC.
The books?
If you can do it, I would recommend getting the audiobook somewhere and
Oh.
trying them.
Oh yeah.
I think I've mentioned it before, but every character is voiced by a different actor. Like, it's really amazing production quality.
Yeah. Maybe one day.
That's
Yeah.
how.
Yes.
But if
I
I've
got-
watched the movies, is it really worth reading the books?
Yes.
They cut quite a substantial amount from the movies for time.
Oh, so there's a lot missing from the movies.
Mm-hmm. And the scenes are handled much better in the books as well. Like that scene with Voldemort in the train station under the thing with Dumbledore, like that scene, like literally I had tears in my eyes listening to that when I read the audiobooks.
Which one?
It's at the very end of the last Harry Potter movie. After Voldemort gets defeated and Harry sees Dumbledore one last time, and they're like in the train station, which is supposed to be like heaven, between heaven and earth or something.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm. You were crying?
Wow, spoilers.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay. It's fine. It's alright. Okay, I'm gonna stop streaming, I think, and go see Mama Cookie.
That loft looks dark, DC.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm thinking about right now. It looks too dark, but it's supposed to be, I don't know. Maybe I need to make it
Because the
lighter.
light's coming from below, right?
Yeah, and like here, like I can light it up for sure. I was thinking about it, but there's kind of like a moonlight.
Like a window. Maybe you should put a window up there and let some moonlight in.
Yeah, I mean it's supposed to be moonlit, kind of, but
Yeah, there already is moonlight coming into that location from the right, I think.
yeah.
If we're going to be getting it on with Daisy up there, we want to be able to see the boobahs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm trying to like fix it and make it more like visible. Anyway, that might work. I'll see. I might do some like backlight it a little bit behind. What I mean by that is like in the picture here, there's like light coming from like the moon, I guess, or like it's like the door is open and there's like moonlight coming in. So I might do like a little like rim light like this behind, and have like so that things kind of pop out a little bit more. I don't know. I might do something like that, but right now it's not too bad. Like it's getting there, I think. So I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna go sleep.
I think you really could do a little window there too in the middle.
Could maybe do something like that, yeah. A little moonlight.
It's a weird place to have a window.
I mean, it'd be nice if she was sleeping up there. Have a little breeze coming in.
All the doors and the existing window is already open in that barn.
All right, jeez.
Alright. Bye, Sploosh. Bye, Stray.
Bye,
See you,
everybody.
love.
Have a good weekend,
Bye,
guys.
chat. And you.
Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll be back on Monday. We're going to continue. We're going to do characters on Monday. We're going to do boobs. Alright? Monday boobs. Promise. Alright? So, enjoy your weekend. Indominus Watch. Anyway, so, yeah. Have a good night, guys. And, yeah. See you on Monday. Bye.